Right, guys, welcome to another World Cup 2022 team preview. And today we are going to be talking about the defending champions, France, in this episode. And if you'd like to see more of these team previews, why not hit the like button and subscribe to my channel so that you can get all of the team previews for the upcoming 2022 FIFA World Cup. Now, without further ado, let's begin. So, as I said, France are the defending champions of this upcoming World Cup. They have won 2 World Cups. The first one coming in 1998, the year I was born, and the latest one, 2018. France are part of Europe, so they are in the UEFA Confederation, and the team's nickname is Les Bleus, based on their kits and the color of their flags. Now, a fun fact about France in World Cup history is that France have played in the last 3 World Cup finals held on European soil. So 98, where it was hosted in France, they were in the final, they won it. In 2006, the final was in Germany, and they finished runners-up in that tournament. And the latest one in 2018 in Russia, another UEFA or European nation in which France ultimately won. So France does have a very good recent record at the World Cup. At least in the last 20 years, they have reached half of the last 6 World Cups, I believe. My math is correct. And the number of World Cups that France have appeared in is a total of 15. That's right, 15 previous World Cups that France have participated in. This will be the 16th World Cup in Qatar, and they were one of the first 4 European teams that played in the 1930, the original, the very first FIFA World Cup in Uruguay. So that's a little bit of another fun fact. So France, since they are the defending champions, it doesn't really give them the right to automatically qualify as what the host nation Qatar was, but France did have to go through qualifying for this World Cup, and they were placed in a group with the Ukraine, Finland, Bosnia and Herzegovina and Kazakhstan in UEFA's Group D World Cup qualifying. Now, in addition to that, France had to top the group in order to avoid the playoffs, and they ultimately did. And even better, they went unbeaten in World Cup qualifying, winning 5 games and drawing just 3 games, earning themselves 18 out of a possible 24 points and practically secured qualification. Probably, I think it was match day 9 or match day 10 in their World Cup campaign. So France does have a very good qualifying record heading into this World Cup, as they are also the UEFA Nations League defending champions, well, until recently. So France is managed by Didier Deschamps, who has been their manager, the head coach, since 2012, after I believe it was Laurent Blanc who was the previous manager after Euro 2012. And Didier Deschamps has probably been the most successful manager in French football history for the national team. He led them to a quarterfinal. It was kind of unexpected. Quarterfinal won in the 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil. He then reached 2 consecutive finals, Euro 2016, at home soil. Fortunately, they lost. However, they won the 2018 World Cup in Russia. And in the Euros, France topped their group, but were eventually eliminated on penalties at Euro 2020. So Didier Deschamps is heading into this World Cup with his French team as off the back of, apart from the previous Euros, quite a very successful tenure as the French manager. Now, some of the star players that you may know from France, since they are one of the big teams heading into this World Cup. You have players such as Kylian Mbappe, Karim Benzema, Hugo Lloris, Raphael Varane, Antoine Griezmann, and plenty of more players I can really name off my head. but France is heading into this World Cup with such amount of depth that fans are probably, with the star players they have, considered one of the favorites heading into the World Cup in Qatar. So let's figure out how fans could line up at this upcoming World Cup. Now, as you can see by the formation, the lineups over here, fans are probably going to play in a 3-4-1-2 formation with two center forwards playing through the middle, especially with most of their quality coming through the middle of the park, as well as the very good potent attacking options. Does lead them into a very fluid style of play. Now, France is more of a team that would probably sit back, but they are very good in a counter attack, and that's one of their strengths actually, that they are able to transition from defense to attack very quickly, considering the quality that their team has at the moment. In addition to that, another strength for their team actually is the squad depth. There's just so much quality in this French team that even if one of their star players is injured, they will have another star player that can easily be just as good as that star player. So squad depth and the counting attacking style of play is very good for France actually. However, there are some weaknesses to this French team. The first one being a lack of a number 10. Now, they don't really have a player that is kind of suited for that position. As you can see from the infographic, you have Griezmann, you have Mbappe, and you have Benzema, but those players aren't really number 10s, they're more of wingers and attacking option players. So it is quite difficult where France would need to find a player that could play in that number 10 position in order to spray passes to the two center forwards that they have in their team, which most likely will be Benzema and Mbappe, barring some injuries. So a lack of a number 10, that type of player, may be a concern for France, but as I said, the squad depth is really good, and that's why France are one of the favorites heading into this World Cup. However, another weakness that may be controversial is the loyalty of certain players. Now, France is somewhat unknowingly known for their infighting, as I would say. Now, France do have a little bit of a history of infighting in their camp, whereby that does lead to very poor results. As you saw in the 2010 World Cup, be it being 12 years ago, that France team in 2010, terrible. 2002, yes, they had some injuries. They were terrible. They scored 0 goals, 1 point in 2002. So France may be potentially suspect of this potential infighting within the team. So France's fixtures in this upcoming World Cup are as follows. They are in Group D. On Tuesday, the 22nd of November, 10 p.m. local time, being in Qatar, they will play against Australia, who they actually played at the last World Cup, coincidentally, in the first game, actually. So, a bit of history between the two teams already. And the following game, they play a very big game on Saturday, the 26th of November at 7 p.m. local time. They are up against Denmark, one of the potential dark horses heading into this World Cup as well. And finally, France cap off their group stage campaign with a match against North African side Tunisia on Wednesday, the 30th of November, 6 p.m. local time. That could be a very fierce rivalry between the two teams, historically speaking. So, fans will have to work cut out if they really want to avoid this infamous World Cup champions curse that has eluded to a lot of previous winners, including France back in 2002. Will they do it? We'll see. So yes guys, that's it for the team preview for the defending champions France. Now if you like what you saw in the video, why not give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you get a lot more team previews for the upcoming World Cup. Now the next team we're going to be doing in the next episode, which will be on Monday the 5th of September, that being, now we start in alphabetical order now. First team in the order, the actual current Copa America champions, Argentina. So why not catch that episode when it comes out on Monday the 5th of September. And for now, see you guys in the next one.